You know, like when you go back home for the holidays and like you kick it with your parents and you're like, oh, that's what insanity is. I don't want to end up like that. Like, I cannot end up like these people. The way like immigrants, a lot of times that they work is like they hold on to secrets, Born Legacy style, and then they'll debrief you like 2 decades later. And you're like, Dad, you were a ninja? Like, they just carry this stuff for decades. I found out how I got here. This is how my dad met my mom. So he finally told me how it all went down. So 30 years ago in this village in India called Aligarh. Anyone here from Aligarh? Oh, that's what's up. Aligarh in the house? Yeah, it's an Aligarh audience. Aligarh audience that shops at Whole Foods. I know my audience. I know my demo. So this village in Aligarh, my dad heard a lot about this girl named Seema. Like, the 20-somethings were talking about Seema, my mom. Like, she was hot. Like, she was like a new iPhone. People were like, oh, Seema, have you heard of her? She's very slim and slender. Her family owns a camera. What, a camera? Like, people couldn't believe it. I don't believe it. So my dad, he was just like, I gotta move on this right now. He goes down to my grandfather's house without ever seeing my mom. And he's just like, what's up? My name's Najmi. I'm going to America. I want to marry Seema. YOLO. Let's do this. And in 10 minutes, he got married to a woman he had never seen before. Like, he's cut from a different cloth, because I'll be on Amazon sometimes, I'll see something and be like, I don't know, I don't trust it. I don't know if I should do this. But he was just like, TikTok, let's go. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with this woman. And that's how, bam, like that, I won the world lottery. Like, I ended up here. Because yeah, it's crazy. Like, I'm very grateful for being here, because when I go back and visit my cousins back in the village, I feel like the rapper that made it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, yo, this is how you guys live? What? Like, I can't believe it. I'm just like, yo, when Hassan's here, everybody eats. Everybody eats. Capri Suns on me. Gushers on me. Fruit roll-ups, you're welcome. Like, they're losing their mind over stale Oreos. They're like, it's 1 cookie, but it's 2. I'm like, I'm not even gonna give you Samoas. You'll shit your pants. I'm not even gonna give you a Girl Scout cookie. You have no idea what you're about to get into with these Girl Scout cookies.
A lot of people know this about me, and I'm not sure if you guys know. I'm not financially stable, mentally stable either, but I'm adorable, so I can get away with it. But I did something pretty crazy a couple months ago. I traded in a perfectly good moving vehicle that got me from here to there for a Vespa. Okay, so hang tight, story gets worse. You'd say, hey, JC, how long does it take to get one side of town to another in a car? I'd say about 30 minutes. What about on a Vespa? 4.5 days. Nobody told me that. That wasn't in the manual. Somebody owes me an apology. For sure and forever. Why would you keep it? Well, let me tell you something. On Vespa, I was saving so much money on gas, zipping around town, 37 miles to the gallon. Woo! 37 miles to the gallon. Just a heads up in case you're buying, a Vespa has 1 fucking gallon. So if you need me, I'll be at a gas station for the remainder of my life. And have you ever thought to yourself on a Vespa, am I an attractive person? Am I good looking? Will I settle down with an attractive human being? Allow the homeless people at red lights to reaffirm that for you. Because when you're in a car, the safety of your car, you mean like, oh, screw you, guy, lock, air conditioning, dance. Because that's how we all drive. When you're on a Vespa and you pull right up to a red light and a homeless man goes, hey, sweet tits, can I get on? And he fucking could. At any moment, he can overpower my body and just go, take me to the farmer's market. I need kale, arugula, heirloom tomatoes, the purple kind. I'm making a salad. It's crazy out there. I made him much healthier than he normally is.
People are freaking out lately about our country, we're gonna go down, it's over. And I don't worry, we're survivors. And we got a lot of water. And that's really the key. If you notice, the poor countries kind of dry. We have so much water, we just blast it in the air. We have fountains, which is just like us, just like on, look at all our water. Screw you. Look at all this water. It's going down the drain. It's always like a kid like a naked kid with a pot in his lap, just like pissing water in the air and laughing. When we make showers in this country, there's not one shower head. There's like a manhole cover blasting 1,000 gallons a second. And that's not enough. You need like 4 other spigots at different angles so you can just stand. One in the face, one in each pit, one hits your balls. And then you got steamed water. I need more. This isn't wet enough. Steamed water while I drink a bottle of water. And not just any bottle of water. Bring me the water from an impoverished island nation. Fiji. Bring me Fiji water. Because they have very little. I want that. Grab me one of those UNICEF box lunches while you're over there. I'll wait right in here. Water running.
I like, my favorite is TLC. You guys want like the learning channel? It's not the best. Where you can learn about midget families, people with too many fucking kids. Have you seen the 19 Kids and Counting show? 19, how is that even, okay, look, put it this way, animal services won't let you have but 6 cats. How the fuck? 19, it's so gross. And you know that they do it because they're these religious people, they're evangelical, right? So that means that their religion doesn't allow them to use reason or logic. That's why they have. It's so, could you imagine being that poor broodmare of a woman and just everyone a fucking Jim Bob's make it baby. I say for the season finale, we should cut Jim Bob's balls off.
I travel a lot. I do stand-up. I travel around the world, and I've been to like the Middle East, and I've been a lot of places. And the worst part of it all is when it comes time to tip, because then there's rules on tipping. Some places you're not supposed to tip because it's an insult. Like, sir, please, you insult me and my family. You know. There are places. Sir, I will kill you now. What? Just take the dollar or the dinar or whatever the it is. And I did. And in certain places you don't know how much you're supposed to. I was in Dubai and there was a guy cleaning. This Indian guy would clean our room, and I tipped him the equivalent of like $5. And I think I paid his mortgage. I don't know what. This guy, I'm serious, he was so happy. I mean, he wouldn't leave me alone. He started following me around the hotel. So every time I'd leave my room, he'd be like, sir, would you like me to clean the room again? I was like, it's like, you've already cleaned the room, Sanjeev. He's like, sir, please, let me do it again. I will do it again. I'd go out, I'd come back, it's like, even cleaner. I'm like, how'd you do it? I don't know, sir, I love you, sir. Please give me another $5.
So I am an immigrant to this country. Any other immigrants in his house? Any other? At some point in time? No, like I was born like in former Soviet, like I was born in Russia, like I was born there. No one else wants to come clean? All right. It's fine, it's okay, don't be ashamed. So what happens is I have a Russian mother, and they're not known to be nice people. What's the first thing you think about when you think of Russians? Just yell out the first thing. Vodka. Someone said hooker, thank you. Vodka. And they're also just mean people. Mean, that's all they are, just mean people. Here's what my mother said to me about the way I'm raising my child. She goes, you are ruining this baby. Why? What am I doing wrong? You are ruining this baby. Every day you say to him, I love you, I love you, I love you. We never say I love you. Well, yeah, maybe if you threw out a couple extra I love yous, I wouldn't be telling dick jokes on a Tuesday night. So my kid has this peanut allergy. It's awful. It's terrible. And I call my mom. I was born there, right? So I don't know what happened. They have revisionist history anyway. And I call her in a panic and I go, Mom, I need to know, did I have any allergies back in Russia? And she says, who knows? You're supposed to know. We don't pay attention to these things in Russia. if we wait in line 5 hours for peanuts, you're going to eat these peanuts. And then she says to me, oh yes, one day you stopped breathing. I said, maybe that was an allergic reaction to something. And then my dad chimes in, you're here now.
It's a great show. It's called Gangland. They do a documentary on different gangs, you know, and Gangland, it's like Facebook for cholos. I love Gangland. It's scary, man. I watch it late at night, you know. This is embarrassing. I've actually been wearing nothing but boxers, throwing punches towards the front door, like imagining if like the dude with the neck tattoo broke into my place. Right? Like, I wish that dude would try to come into my castle. Yeah. My wife runs in, Darren, what are you doing? Are you playing Wii Fit? Because we don't have that. Every episode of Gangland, they interview some gang member, right? They hide their face with a bandana. They're cloaked under secrecy in the shadows. Gangland, tell us about your gang. And the guy's like, ¿Qué onda, Cese? What's up, puto? We're not scared of nothing. We run the streets. You're not facing the camera. I know, bro. I can't see nothing right now, okay? I'm like... I got caught sleeping. I feel stupid. I'm all blindfolding myself. Ride or die! Ride or die! Where do you see your gang going in 10 years? Well, right now, we barely started a MySpace group. But you know what's embarrassing? We forgot our password. What else can you tell us about your gang? You know what, bro? Snitches get stitches! But if you're out there and you know our MySpace password, like, let us know, okay? Like, we run the streets! Which one? The one by the mall! Hey, man. Let's wrap it up, bro. It's hard to breathe under this bandana, okay? How do you instill fear into your rival gang? I don't know, bro. I can't breathe, man, all right? When did you found your... You know what, bro? I'm not kidding. Go get me a cookie and an orange juice. I'm getting lightheaded. That's a wrap. Gangland. Thank you.
I moved recently from Illinois all the way out here to California, and I think that you would be hard-pressed to find anybody who's done something that brave. But I did. I'm here. And when I lived in Chicago, I used to ride my bike everywhere, and so when I moved here to LA, I thought, hey, I can ride my bike here, until I realized that you guys hate that. You hate it. One Mexican gentleman loved it. I was riding my bike, he pulled up next to me in his van and he was like, hey, do you want to ride? And I was like, all right. So I put my bike in his van. I was very late to where I was going. Should have just kept riding. I would even ride through the winters in Chicago, and it would be very freezing, and I would have to bundle up real tight. One day I was bundled. I pulled up to a stop sign. Some old man must have been waiting for the bus because he leaned over to me and he goes, excuse me, sir, is the bus coming? And I was like, I'm a girl. And then I rode away. So the rest of that winter, I was just wearing my bra on the outside of my coat. And making sure that my dick was tucked up in my pants. It's just a safety thing. Could get caught in my chain. So when it's warmer out, I can wear less clothing. My sex is more apparent. I look a lot less like Ghost Dad. And I was biking around, pulled right on up to a stop sign. That's for transportation works. And it was another Mexican gentleman. I don't know what it is that they like about me, but I pulled up and he took one step closer to me on my bike in the curb and he goes, sex. And I go, no. Really more of a song that we created together. It's hard to ride away from somebody when you collaborate like that.
What everybody in this room doesn't realize is that it's impossible to stay thin as an Italian. It really is, because everything in the kitchen is edible. It's like that Willy Wonka chocolate room, you know? I'd come home from school, my mom would be like, you hungry? You don't know, just take a bite of the fridge. It's made totally of mozzarella cheese. Just go ahead. Oh, you wanted a sandwich? Just shave off the countertop. That's hard Italian salami. Just get it. Oh, you wanted some sauce for your pasta? Just turn on the faucet. That's real marinara coming right out. And then my 4-foot-tall grandparents come out going, oompa, loompa, doompa dee doo. I've got some more spaghetti for you. Oompa, loompa, doompa dee dee. You're gonna need some Parmesan cheese. And then my mom comes out and she just caps it off. She's dressed in crushed purple velvet, just going, there is no place you know like your mom's Italian kitchen. Take a bite and you'll taste some chicken parm that's really bitchin'. You guys have been awesome. Thank you very much.